Berries Africa, welcome to my YouTube channel. In our today's tutorial, we're going to be learning how to cut this draped gown, draped on the shoulder and also draped on the waistline. If this is what you want, please try and stay to the end and enjoy. And also don't forget to subscribe and share. Thank you all. So without wasting much time, we are just going to go over today's tutorial, which is the cutting of this draped gown. So we are required to use our tape, our ruler, our pattern paper, and then the fabric. This is just a shiny lycra fabric. So we'll go ahead. Okay, the required measurements are the busts. We are using our busts of 37, half length of 16, half length round of 30, hip of 32, shoulder of 16, length of 42, and a knee cut of 35. So go ahead and cut out the front panel. Go ahead to cut out the upper panel. To cut out the upper panel, because we are going to be draping on one side, so we are just going to go ahead and fold it in two like this. And note that this fabric is a very stretchy fabric, so while folding we are not going to add anything. In fact, we are even going to minus. We'll take out something from it. So I'll divide my bust. We're going to be needing the bust. 37 divided by 4 is 8.25, 9.25. That's 7 divided by 4, 9.25. 9.25, we're going to be taking out 1 inch from it. We'll take out 1 inch from 9.25. Over 8, it should be 8.25. 8.25, depending on your fabric. Mine is very stretchy. That's why I'm kind of subtracting. So from here now we're going to mark our points. So the half length is 16 inches. So that's where we are going to mark our points from. From here we are going to measure 16 inches, and then we'll get our starting line from here. So this is our starting line. From that starting line, we'll go ahead and mark our armhole. Because they said stretchy fabric, I'm going to mark 7 instead of 8. Yes, and that's it. So we'll mark our shoulder. Our shoulder is 8. So because it's a stretchy fabric, we are going to take out 1 inch too. We'll mark it down like this. That's 7. We'll mark it down. We'll come here, measure 6.5 instead of 7. Sorry, we mark it, and then we'll make our curve. So we'll now mark our bust point, which is 10. So the bust is 37 divided by 4 minus 1. That is what we got here. Exactly what we got here. Then for the length round, the half length round is 30. We divided it by 4. It's going to be 30. That's 32. Sorry, no, 30 divided by 4 is 7.5 minus 1 inch. It will give us 6.5. So we are just going to go ahead and join it to the bust line like this. So for the neck round, we are going to go ahead. I want it to be a high neck, so I'm going to go ahead and measure 3 inches. 3 inches, a very high neck, and altogether turtleneck. So I'm going to go up. Instead of going down, I'm going to go up by 1.5 inch. Then on this point here, I'm going to mark about 1.25 inch, and then I'll make my neck round like this. Now this point, I'm also going to curve it, just like I see. I'll curve it just like this. So with this, we are done with cutting the upper panel. We are going to go ahead and slant our shoulder. For our shoulder, we are going to go down. For the slanting of our shoulder, we'll go down by half an inch, and we'll slant it like this. This is for the front shoulder. So we'll go ahead to cut it out with our scissors like this. You guys can see what I'm doing. So this is what we got. This is what we got. So we're just going to use this to cut our back panel, and then we come back and work on the front panel. So we're going to fold our fabric, then cut out the back panel, and then cut out the front. Work on the back and cut it out. So while cutting the back, you place it like this. You place it this way. Yeah. Leaving out 1 inch, for zipper allowance. Leave out 1 inch for zipper allowance. And so we cut it. We are going to cut it out now. So we are done cutting. Then on this point here, we are still going to take out the zip bulge. We remove this pattern paper, and we are going to remove our zip bulge. So you go down, mark your bust point. This is your bust point. Then on the half line point, you go in by half inch like this. You go in by half inch, and then you bring it out to the bust point. So we are going to cut it out right now. So this is for the zipper bulge. So we are going to open it up, because we are going to be inserting a zipper. So that's it for the back panel. So we are done with the back panel. We are going to go ahead now and work on the front panel. Now, to work on the front panel, we need to decide where we are going to be having our drape. Is it on the left side or on the right side? For me, I would like it to be on the right side. So you just go ahead on the left side. On this right side, or left side, we are going to divide what we have here. We'll come in here by half inch. Hope you guys can see it. Here by another half inch. Then we'll divide what we have by 3. Let's divide 1, 2, 3. That's it. So this line now, we are just going to extend it just the way I'm doing. Extend it. So after we are done, we are going to now slant it open. But before doing that, we need to place it on the fabric. so that it will be easier for us to cut it out. So we are just going to go ahead and slash it open, slash our pattern open. Sorry, my camera is shaking. So after this, we are going to slash it out, open it up like this. Make sure it was standing upright before you start your opening. So just open it up and make sure it is the spreading out is up to 1.5 inch. The distance between the spreading of it is 1.5 inch. It's up to 1.5 inch. Now you pin it down. So we are done pinning it down. So now we are just going to go ahead and close it up, close up the gaps, just like this. You pick this one, join it to this, make sure it is draped down, you join it to this like this, then you pin it. You pick the next one, you do the same thing. You do the same thing. Pin it down. Pick this one up too. You do the same thing. You pin it down. You do the same thing on this one, the last one. My beans are very kind of huh? So when we are done, this is what we are going to have. Going to pin this side down. So with this now, we are just going to go ahead and cut it out. We'll go ahead and cut it out. So we are done cutting it out. So we are just going to go ahead and take off these pins. Yeah. So went ahead to drape it. This is what we got. To pleat it, we took off the pattern paper and we pleated it. So this is what we got after pleating. So this is what we got after pleating. So right now we are going to go over. So this is the back panel, guys. This is for the back panel. This is the two boats back panel. So we are just going to go ahead now and work on the lower part of the gown. So we are going to go ahead to work on the lower part, the skirt part. So for the skirt part, I already went ahead to mark off my starting line, which is this. I marked out my starting line. So from that starting line there, I'm going to start from the half length to start marking the skirt part. The half length point is 16 and my hip point is 24, and the length is 42. I'm just going to use that in 42. So I'm going to rule it out so you guys can see it properly. So it's 42. This is 42. I'm going to go down further by 1 inch for the hemming allowance. So from here, we are going to mark our rounds. For my half length round, my half length round is 30. So 30 divided by 4 is 7.5. Let me place it very well so that you guys can see it. It's 7.5. Then I'm going to mark 6.5 because we are taking out half inch. Remember, our fabric is very stretchy. So I mark that down. Then for the hip, my hip is 42 divided by 4 is 10.25. So I'm going to be marking 9.25 rather. So I'll just go ahead and join it to the waistline like this, to the waistline. So I'll come to my hemline. I'll go ahead and subtract 1 inch from this 9.25. I'll just subtract 1 inch, which is 8.25, because I don't want it to be very tight on me. So from this point now, I'm just going to join everything from the hip. I'll join everything from the hip. So this is what we got for the skirt part. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out. So this is what we got for the skirt parts. So we're going to go ahead now and we'll go ahead and cut out the back panel and then come back to work on the front panel. We'll fold the fabric, place it on it and cut it out. So we want to place our pattern paper on the fabric after folding, and we left out 1 inch zip allowance. So we're going to cut it out right now. This is for the back panel. We are done cutting it out. We are going to go ahead and also remove the zipper bulge. On the waistline, we are going to mark out 1/2 inch. Then on the hip line, we join that 1.5 inch to the hip line like this, and then cut it out. This is for the zipper bulge. So we are going to open this up. We are done cutting out the back panel. We are going to set it out now, and then we work on the front panel. So for the skirt pattern, we're also going to be draping it. So we'll come on the waistline. On the waistline, one side of the waistline will go in by about 5 inch, depending on what you want. From that 5 inch, you mark out lines that you are going to be needing to drape it. So we can use 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. Yes, 1.5. Or you can make use of 1. I think we should make use of 1, 1, 1, 1, and maybe 1. So from that point there, you just make a curve to meet the hip area. You make a curve like me, just like this. Look at the way I'm making my free curve. It's just a free curve. Just like this. Yeah. just like this. So we are going to place this on our fabric and then slash it open it up, and then pin down and cut. So we slash it open, as you can see. As you can see, we slash it open. We're just going to spread it in the same way that we spread the other side, the upper part, just like this. But this is not blending, so we're going to bring this down a bit. Bring it down a bit. And move this like this. So go ahead and pin it down. So we are going to go ahead and pleat it, close up this space, just like this. You pick this, close it up, pin it down. Pin it down. You do the same thing to this one. Pin it down. You do the same thing to this. Pin it down. The same thing to this one. You just close up all the open space like this. You pin it down. After pinning down, we are just going to cut it off. We'll go ahead and cut it off. So I'm going to do that off camera, and I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like. So for the sleeve, I just went ahead to fold my fabric into 4, and I marked out my sleeve length, which is 23. I marked it out. But I also added 4 inch because I want it to be a puff sleeve. I added 4 inch to that length. So from here now, this is where my sleeve starts, my original sleeve starts. But I'm going to go up like this for the puff. I'm going to go up like this because I wanted it to be a puff sleeve. So this is where the original sleeve was supposed to start, but because I wanted to puff, I extended it. Then on the sleeve mouth, I have 4. I marked out 4 inches like this, and then I join this. So this is the original sleeve, the armhole, which is 9, and this is the puff sleeve. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out. Then I'll join the different pieces together and come back and show you guys what we got finally. If you want a tutorial on how to sew it, just leave a message on my comment section and I'll attend to it. Thank you guys. So guys, with this we have come to the end of today's tutorial. If you have been watching me to this moment, please don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and also turn on the notification bell for more interesting video. Please, most important thing, subscribe so I can be able to make more videos on this. Thank you. Bye.